Life is going to hit you hard. It's going to knock you down in ways you never expected. Some of you right now are in the middle of the storm. You lost the job. Your grades dropped. The business failed. The relationship broke. And you're sitting there asking, why me? Why now? But let me tell you something. This moment, this pain, this setback, it isn't here to destroy you. It's here to build you. If you can survive the fall, you can rise even higher. Don't just get back up. Come back, sesta anjar. Stay with me till the end, because I promise you, the very thing that tried to break you is about to become the reason you win. Life has a strange way of testing us. It doesn't ask for permission before it knocks the air out of your lungs. It doesn't wait for you to be ready before it throws challenges your way. Some of you right now are going through situations you never imagined, things that broke your heart, moments that crushed your spirit, losses that left you staring at the ceiling at night asking, why me? Why this? And I know that feeling. I know that weight. But let me tell you something you need to hold on to right now. Your pain has a purpose. It didn't show up to destroy you. It showed up to develop you. That setback, that failure, that disappointment, it's not the end of your story. It's the chapter that's going to give your story power. If you walk away now, you'll never know the strength that's being built inside of you. That's why I need you to lean in, to stay with me until the end of this message, because what you're going through today has the potential to unlock the very thing you've been praying for, fighting for, and dreaming of. This hour, this moment, this season, this is the hour that buys your future resilience, your future success, your future breakthrough. The truth is, greatness doesn't grow in comfort zones. Diamonds don't form without pressure. Muscles don't grow without resistance. And character isn't built without pain. The very thing you are trying to avoid, the very thing you wish you could erase, is the thing shaping you into someone unstoppable. You've been asking, why is this happening to me? But the better question is, what is this teaching me? What strength is this building in me? What version of me will walk out of this stronger than ever before? Because that's the real power of pain. It doesn't just come to visit, it comes to transform. And if you endure it, if you stay through it, if you refuse to quit in it, you will come out on the other side with something no one can take from you. Pain reveals the warrior inside of you. When everything is going right, when money is flowing, when people are clapping, when life feels easy, anyone can smile, anyone can keep going. But when you're in the valley, when nobody sees you, when the results don't match the effort, when the door keeps shutting in your face, how you respond in that moment determines everything. This is the hour that buys the strength you'll need for the next season. This is the hour that buys your testimony. This is the hour that buys your resilience. Don't waste it. Don't run from it. Don't curse it. Embrace it, because this pain is not random. It's preparing you for a comeback you couldn't even imagine. Failure has a way of hitting you where it hurts most. It takes your confidence. It shakes your identity. It makes you question if you're even good enough. Some of you right now are carrying the weight of a failure you can't seem to shake. Maybe it was the exam you studied for but didn't pass. Maybe it was the business you put your heart and soul into, but it collapsed anyway. Maybe it was the relationship you swore would last forever, but it ended in heartbreak. And now, every time you look in the mirror, you're not just looking at yourself. You're looking at the disappointment, the embarrassment, the questions, the doubts. But hear me clearly, failure is not the end. Failure is not the final chapter of your life. Failure is feedback. It's information. It's life handing you the keys to growth and saying, if you're willing to pay attention, if you're willing to get back up, if you're willing to try again, this very failure will lead you to the success you've been chasing. That's why you can't tune out. That's why you've got to stay locked in with me, because what feels like the end right now could actually be the turning point that changes everything. This is the hour that buys your second chance. This is the hour that buys your redemption story. Failure doesn't come to bury you. It comes to educate you. Every time you fall short, life is whispering, here's what didn't work. Here's where you missed. Here's where you can improve. That's feedback. That's direction. That's clarity. And if you can see failure for what it really is, you'll understand that every no, every loss, every rejection, every mistake, it's not closing the door. It's pointing you toward the right one. The only way failure wins is if you quit. But as long as you keep moving, as long as you keep showing up, as long as you keep learning, failure is fuel. Failure is feedback. Failure is the coach that doesn't sugarcoat, but always tells you the truth. The airplane didn't fly on the first try. The light bulb didn't work on the first attempt. Champions don't win every game they play, but what separates them from the rest is not that they never failed. It's that they never allowed failure to become final. They used the feedback. They adjusted. They grew. They refused to let a moment define their lifetime. And that's the power you have too. Excuses are easy. Excuses are free. You don't need discipline to make an excuse. You don't need sacrifice to make an excuse. All you need is a reason to justify why you're not where you want to be. And that's why most people stay stuck. They have a book full of excuses instead of a record full of execution. You say you don't have time, but you've got hours for scrolling. You say you don't have money, but you've got money for everything that doesn't matter. You say you're tired, but you've been tired for years and nothing has changed. Listen to me, your excuses are building your prison, and only execution can break you out. This is the moment. This is the hour that buys your freedom from average. Stay with me, because if you catch what I'm about to tell you, you will never look at excuses the same again. The world doesn't reward potential, it rewards performance. You can be talented, you can be smart, you can have all the dreams in the world, but if you don't execute, none of it matters. The gap between where you are and where you want to be is not ability. It's not opportunity. It's execution. The moment you stop talking about it, the moment you stop making excuses, the moment you start taking consistent action, that's the moment your life changes. Execution is the separator. It's the reason some people live their dream and others just dream about it. The dangerous thing about excuses is they feel comfortable now, but they cost you later. Every excuse you make today is a debt you'll have to pay tomorrow. No more waiting, no more blaming, no more excuses. You've got to execute, because your dream doesn't care about your excuse, but it will reward your action. Everybody wants success. Everybody wants the dream. Everybody wants the result. But very few people want the process. Everybody wants to cross the bridge to the other side, but nobody wants to build the bridge. That bridge is called discipline. And without it, you will never reach the other side of your potential. Dreams without discipline are just fantasies. Goals without discipline are just wishes. You can talk all day, you can write it down, you can post about it, but if you don't have the discipline to show up every single day, you will never see it happen. Discipline is not sexy. Discipline is not glamorous. Discipline is waking up when you don't feel like it. Discipline is saying no when everybody else is saying yes. Discipline is doing it again and again and again, even when the results aren't showing up yet. Talent will get you started. Motivation will give you a push. But it's discipline that will carry you across the finish line. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your discipline. And if your discipline is weak, your dream will stay stuck in your head. Think about the people you call great. Athletes, leaders, entrepreneurs, change makers. They all had talent, but talent wasn't enough. What separated them was discipline. The hours nobody saw, the sacrifices nobody celebrated, the consistency nobody clapped for. That's the bridge they walked across, and it's the same bridge you'll have to walk across. You can't skip it. You can't buy it. You can't borrow it. You've got to build it day by day. Every time you push yourself when you don't want to, another plank goes down on that bridge. Every time you say no to distraction, another nail goes in. Every time you keep going when it hurts, you add another step, until one day you look up and you're standing on the other side, the side most people will never reach because they refuse to build their bridge. Look at the people around you. Look at your circle. Because whether you realize it or not, your circle is either your fuel or your fire. They're either pushing you forward or pulling you backward. They're either adding oxygen to your flame or they're suffocating it. You cannot surround yourself with negative, lazy, toxic, doubting people and expect to live a positive, driven, powerful life. It doesn't work like that. Birds of a feather flock together. Energy is contagious. If you spend your time with people who complain, you'll start complaining. If you spend your time with people who quit, you'll start quitting. But if you surround yourself with people who believe, people who grind, people who hustle, people who dream, you'll rise to their level. This is the hour that buys your future environment. This is the hour where you decide whether you're going to let fire burn you down or fuel lift you up. Some of you are stuck not because you don't have potential, not because you don't have discipline, but because you're surrounded by the wrong people. You keep letting people dump their negativity on you like it's trash day, and you're carrying bags that don't even belong to you. You keep letting people who gave up on their dreams convince you to give up on yours, and you're wondering why you don't feel motivated, why you don't feel strong, why you can't see clearly. It's because your environment is toxic. You cannot expect to breathe clean air if you keep standing in smoke. You've got to protect your atmosphere. You've got to guard your circle, because the people around you are either planting seeds of faith or seeds of doubt. And whichever one you water is the one that grows. Your comeback is not just about you. Your comeback is bigger than you. The struggles you've been through, the pain you've endured, the battles you fought, they weren't just for your growth. They were for your legacy. You see, when you rise, when you push through, when you refuse to stay down, you're not only changing your story, you're rewriting the story for everyone watching you. Your family is watching. Your children are watching. Your community is watching. There are people who may never tell you, but they are silently depending on you to make it, to fight through, to prove that it's possible. Your comeback is their hope. Your comeback is their inspiration. This is the hour that buys your legacy. Everyone falls. Everyone fails. Everyone has moments of pain, but not everyone decides to come back stronger. That decision is what separates legends from the forgotten. That decision is what separates those who live average from those who leave a mark. And I promise you, if you can turn your pain into power, if you can turn your setback into a setup, your story will outlive you. Legacy is not built in the easy seasons. Legacy is forged in the fire, in the battles, in the valleys. And if you're willing to endure, if you're willing to rise, if you're willing to make your comeback stronger than your setback, you won't just inspire yourself, you'll inspire everyone connected to you. Don't just think about today. Don't just think about your pain. Don't just think about your comeback as a personal victory. Think bigger, think legacy, because every choice you make now, every step you take now, every time you get back up now, you're not just writing your story, you're writing history for everyone who comes after you. And when the world looks back, they won't remember the times you fell. They'll remember the strength of your comeback. They'll remember the legacy you left, and that legacy will live forever.